Hello everyone, I thought it was about time I showed my game off. This is something I've been doing for about a year now at university. This whole project spent a year-long project from planning to the finished thing. And this is my final major project, and that's the reason I've been very quiet on my channel recently. So about over a year I haven't done anything with this channel. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a demo here and just talk through it and, give you a bit of, tell you the reasons why I've kind of done things, my thought process almost, and just, show you around, give you a bit of an insight. So, yeah, this is the main menu. It's called Wisp. You're a little blue dude. You're magical and you float around and you solve puzzles. Here we are. Now, I didn't have a long time to do this because I had other projects along with it. I had so much work to do. So, here's the little blue guy. And that's why he's a little blue ball. And he's not really got a lot to him. But it still took a fair amount of effort getting all his animations to work and stuff like that. So, this game takes place inside a magical book, which a wizard is using to grow his evil magic powers, and then he will use that to kind of for evil, basically take over the world. The standard story plot. There's more to it, but that's the basics of it. I had to come up with some sort of plot for this game. It's a shame I couldn't show off more of the story, but here we are. You collect essence, which are these little yellow balls. Yes, everything's a fucking ball in this game, right? So we we float down to this bridge. Yeah, there's the planks of wood falling into the water there. There we go. And you do that to rewind. So you see that I was just rewinding that. Like that. So holding shift rewinds. And if you hold it long enough, it will fix the bridge. And then you can walk across. Like that. It's amazing. There you go. That's not that amazing. It's very simple, right? But that's basically to teach the player that mechanic, so then later on they can use that. And they're like, oh, I can rewind. I remember that now. So that was just basically a little tutorial. But it's kind of a seamless tutorial. It didn't really tell you it was a tutorial. So here we go. And then it'll tell you, you can attack. So there's evil wisps in the world, and your job is to rid this world of the evil magic and kind of restore it back to its balanced state. I recorded all the music for this game, so I made all the music myself. I wanted it to reflect this kind of supernatural, expansive kind of, mystical environments. It's quite calming, music. Everything's quite calming, really. It's just, something I've never done before. And I wanted all the sounds to kind of reflect that supernatural weight that you get in this kind of world. So, there's your special attack, which I should have done actually on those 3 enemies, but I'm so used to kind of just quickly nipping in and out and attacking them that I didn't do that there. My bad. So there's these little guys, yeah. You can kind of do that and collect the essence. You've got to collect all the essence to activate the shrine at the end of the level. So this is now, we're coming up to a little puzzle room in here. And there's these dudes that will guard it with their evilness. So as you can see, I can stun enemies like that. That will stun them in a little group, and then I can in their one shot. So it gives players a bit of more easy time when attacking enemies. To stun them first, because they're quite hard. Like, I sent this game to my tutor, and my old tutor, and he got the class, kind of 30 plus people, to test it, and they gave me feedback. One of the things was like the enemies, were they too hard or too easy? Most of them said they were just right because of the stunning and stuff, so that's a good job. I'm glad I got that right. So yeah, this is the first puzzle. So as you can see, when I knocked that cube off that button there, the lift over there, that stone lift came down, but if I rewind it again, you can see it goes back up. It's on the button. I don't affect the button. I don't have a weight. I'm kind of weightless. I'm just a floaty magical orb, so there we go. Rewinding it allows me to go up Yes. So let me proceed. So, a lot of the time was spent on mechanics, animations like this, things like that. This whole room in here, these cave kind of assets and stuff, I've created myself. But the nature assets I didn't have time to create, so I kind of sculpted the terrain, painted the rocks, painted the foliage on and everything and stuff like that, but I didn't actually create the rocks and things like that and the trees. It's a procedural nature pack I downloaded and paid for, which saved a lot of time because, like I said, I had other projects to do and I wanted this game to still look as good as possible, as good as I could make it. And it wouldn't have looked as good if I'd have rushed the environment, so I didn't want to do that. So, there we go. I had another game to make, which was based on a 1960s TV show. And I made everything for that one, because it was just like an indoor one. And then this one, and also kind of an employability module, which was pretty boring. Got to do loads of website stuff and portfolio nonsense. But that was done. And loads of written work. You know how it's like. They got to flesh out the course with a load of written junk. So anyway, we collected all the essence. So as a little magical ball now, we can activate it. And this is what happens. Yes. So, yeah. I kept this game simple in the places I could to save time. Like, you know, the fact that the characters are ball as well as the enemies are just like a different coloured version of him. But it was my first real go of putting a character into the engine, giving it animations, and setting it all up like that. So there we go, that was the end of the game. This was a very fun project to work on. I had a great time making it. And I've loved the entire course that I've done. Pretty much, almost in entirety. Because it's been very varied. And I'm quite a jack of all trades, I'd like to say, when it comes to creative stuff. I like to do video, I like to do music, sound, modelling, you know, artwork, all sorts of stuff. So putting that all together almost into one project is basically what games design is. Although I will critique the course and I will say that I'd rather have done an environment and spent a lot of time making it a pretty environment just to show off and add to like portfolio, because then I can really delve into what I like and I can even make music and a video sequence to show it off, so I can still do the stuff I enjoy, you know. But I'm not really a coder, I'm not really someone who makes mechanics, so you know, this isn't really my thing, making game mechanics, making a whole game. And when I make a game project, because this is what it is, it's just a short game project. I made this in like a couple of months or so. So it's like this project was made in a couple of months in total. That's excluding the planning, because then I had to do the other projects, like another game and stuff like that. So I would have much rather preferred to do an environment and show that off. But this is what I've ended up with. A little short section of what would be a full game. And I've got people to test it and gotten feedback on it. For the most part, it's pretty good. There's a few things in there, like, for instance, I'll show you now, where you can not jump off the map, because I saved time there. You can die, of course, you can take damage. I don't even think I showed me taking damage in that playthrough. But here we go, look, you can't jump off the map. Now the reason for that is solely due to this bridge sequence here, because these planks that fall down, as you can see, if I were to jump on those as they were rewinding, I can fling myself into the sky and hop outside the level, which I didn't really want because it was so easy to do and it felt awkward. So I just thought, you know, I'll block it off until you complete the rewind to save time, because I couldn't really think of any other way of fixing that problem in the time I had. But I agree with the feedback. It would have been nice to allow the player to jump off the map and learn that they can die to doing things like that. Give them a bit more freedom as well, of choice. But I decided not to save time. You can die by taking damage. I'll just let this guy kill me, and these two guys can kill me. Come on. So they'll kill me, and then they'll go back to their idle state. The menu will come back up now when you die, and that's because it restarts the level. And that is because I didn't have time to fix a weird issue with this engine, where it would delete the puzzle cube out of the map upon pressing play if I made it a separate level. So usually in games, this menu sequence would be part of a separate map, and when you press play, it then loads the next map. This isn't loading the next map, this is just a fake loading screen, and this is the same map, same file. Because when I loaded a separate file, my puzzle cube was gone, out of nowhere, just disappeared off the face of the planet. So the game was rendered useless and uncompletable. So I had to make it part of the same map, and then didn't have time for the deadline to add in a save system. If I added a save system in, it would have remembered that I have died and respawned, so that the game could continue instead of reloading the menu. Fortunately, it's not too big of a problem, because the game's not entirely hard. It's not really difficult, so it's fine. Oh, shit. There we go. So, yeah, overall, pretty happy with the game as a whole piece. A lot of time was spent on it, as you can see. Endless hours of you know, being tired. But it was fun. I've really enjoyed it. I would love to do it again, actually. I'd love to start the whole course again from the beginning. But now that I've finished, I have to get a life. I have to decide what I want to do with myself. And I don't know if that's going to be games design. I don't know if I want to do games for the rest of my life. I don't know if it will drive me insane modelling constantly. I don't know if it will drive me insane just working on a game for days and days and hours again. I don't know. I like these short bursts of project that I can do. It's refreshing because I always get something new to work on, you know. And I don't know if games is my thing. I like to do film as well. Anywhere in the media industry, really, I'm kind of into, you know. So I guess it's just a matter of seeing what my first job becomes, or you know, continue YouTube on the side or something. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But I like doing videos. So maybe I will continue doing stuff, you know. I quite like doing comedic stuff on YouTube. If anyone finds it funny, I don't know. Probably not. It's just me, you know. Whatever. I just make stuff that I find semi-funny, put it up, and then everybody thinks it's a great time. No, it's just me. So yeah, that was my game. That's Wisp. I hope you enjoyed this little kind of update video. I don't know how long this has been, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. If there's any questions about anything, games design, Unreal Engine 4, I don't know, put them in the comments if you watch this video. If not, then it's been fun talking to myself. I love the sound of my own voice anyway. It's a beautiful voice of mine. Sort of. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.